Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Michelle and I just make like random content on my channel, which is this video in a nutshell. Today I'm going to be doing a movie review, which I really don't do on my channel. Yeah, so in today's video I'm going to be talking about Descendants for the Rise of Red.
Softness just don't love me. Don't get the best of me.
Before we jump into the video, I would just like to let you guys know that there are a lot of spoilers contained in this video. So if you guys have not seen any of the Descendants movies or Descendants for the Rise of Red, make sure to click out of the video first before coming to watch this video, because there are a whole bunch of spoilers contained in the video. Now, this movie has a lot of topics for me to talk about, and what I first want to touch on is my first thoughts about the movie. I thought that, you know what, I'm not gonna watch this movie purely just because, the main cast isn't in it, and the main cast did such a good job, and obviously with Cameron gone, it just wouldn't be fitting. But then they honored him in the movie, and that just made my heart full. I actually almost started crying when I saw that, but I had to keep it in because it's just a small section of the movie. But I was so dead set on not watching this. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna watch this. But then, you know what, nah? I would always watch the next step, seasons 1 through 3, because I knew that the cast was changing after season 4, because I saw how much the cast changed, and I really didn't want to watch any more of the next step. I wanted to keep the OG cast. But there were people that were still in the series that weren't like main people, like Rochelle. Obviously Michelle was still in, Riley was still in, and so I was like, you know what, nah, Fairy Godmother's still here, China and McLean is still here, and that should be enough for me to give this movie a chance. And so I was like, you know what, if I give the next step a chance, I should give this a chance. And I watched the movie with an open mind. Now, before I get into my thoughts of the movie, I would just like to talk about what I feel like encapsulates Descendants as a trilogy. Before this movie, obviously, Descendants has the type of music that it's like there's just something about it. Like, that it comes, like, even if you don't know Descendants, you know that it comes from a kids movie. But like, it's a bit mature, but it's really good music. In my personal opinion, the third movie had really good music. Despite what my friends have said, the third movie does have really good music. So yeah. Obviously you've got the plot, you've got the characters, and then the music obviously plays a very big role, because for me, I feel like Descendants is like a musical. Like, it's like a musical, but it's not a musical at the same time. It's like High School Musical, except High School Musical was branded as a musical, because like you just break into song like anytime. So I classify Descendants as kind of like a musical as well. So yeah, going into this, I thought, okay, the music is gonna be good, the plot is gonna be good, and all of that. I watched the movie. The characters, there was a lot of character development, especially for the characters Red and Chloe. The music doesn't sound like the usual type of music that you would get from a Descendants movie. Like, the Descendants movie, like, it has that Disney theme, but it also has that mature theme side. Like, you can I feel like if you've watched Descendants and you've heard the music, you'll be able to know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this movie, it didn't sound like the usual Descendants music, but I'm like, okay, I'm going with it. The music was good. The music was really good in the movie. The acting was amazing. One thing that I just really don't get, though, is Cinderella. Cinderella and Prince Charming. They had Chloe, but they also had Chad. But that's a different story for a different video. Um, the actor Chad itself, he was like, maybe I was adopted, maybe, but we won't know until it's like something's like confirmed or something like that. Now, what I really want to get into is the plot, because I really feel like the plot was rushed, even though the movie did allude to a Descendants 5, which, if it is gonna happen, I'm really excited about. But I feel like the plot line was really rushed. The movie is an hour and 30 minutes, which I really feel like it's short, and they could have had more time to like they could have had more time to like finish off the plot. They a solid half an hour would do. Something that I would just like to add here, now that I'm talking about adding like an extra 30 now I'm talking about adding an extra 30 minutes onto the storyline or onto the movie. Okay, so something that I just want to pop in here as editor, I just want to say that the first 3 Descendants movies are almost 2 hours long. Descendants 1 is an hour and 52, Descendants 2 is an hour and 51, and Descendants 3 is an hour and 48. So we could have added just a bit more to Descendants 4. We could have added just a bit more because it's an hour and 30. And going based off of the other times of the Descendants movies, we could have added like an extra 15 minutes. Just see Castle coming, or like the start of Castle coming, come back to real time, and then the movie could end. But maybe they ended it short for a reason, I don't know. So basically, the plot happens and everything, and this whole movie is based around what happened to the Queen of Hearts at Castle Coming. They literally go back in time to stop the prank at Castle Coming. It stops. The whole plot is basically Chloe and Red trying to stop the prank on the Queen of Hearts that happened on the Queen of Hearts at Castle Coming. The whole movie's about that. They stop the VKs, which I feel like, oh my gosh, which I feel like is really, it's a good storyline, but the VKs, like, it should have been like someone like you didn't expect, like maybe Ella could have been, you know, the one pulling the prank. Maybe Ella didn't like Bridget's niceness all the time, and or like something like that, but they just made it plain, a bit boring. And then we didn't even get to see Castle Coming. They literally went back in time to stop the prank that happened at Castle Coming, and we didn't even get to see Castle Coming. They stopped it, and then we didn't get to see the effects. And then they went back in time, and then Bridget was all nice, the Queen of Hearts was all nice and stuff like that, and I was like, okay. But then the next day, when I actually sat down and thought about it, I was like, wait, them going back in time and changing the events of history could have actually changed the entire Descendants storyline, and that doesn't sit well with me. But what the whole plot was, Castle Coming, Castle Coming, Castle Coming, and we didn't even get to see Castle Coming. I mean, we got to see the change in the Queen of Hearts, but you know, I don't know, guys. So characters, I would definitely give characters a 9 out of 10. The actors did an amazing job. And music, I haven't gone back to listen to the soundtrack. I'm just recalling what I got from the movie. A solid 7 out of 10. They could have give Uliana a better song. They could have given her a better song, or they could have like changed it up a bit. But yeah, the plot is a solid 6 out of 10. They could have given us Castle Coming, unless that's what's gonna happen in the next Descendants movie. Because maybe something happens, and then yeah. Because surprisingly, when they went back They went back in time, and then when they came back to the events, everyone was still the same except for the Queen of Hearts, which I really don't get. But who knows? Maybe we'll see the effects in the next Descendants movie. But yeah, overall, I would rate Descendants for The Rise of Red a solid 8.5 out of 10. The movie was good, I'm not gonna lie, but it just felt rushed. It felt rushed. Maybe like I saw so many people like giving theories, and like I've loved every single person's series, but I really would have liked an extra 30 minutes added to the movie to show us Castle coming, and then maybe we could have seen the effects of Castle coming and of them going back in time in the next Descendants. Maybe leaving Castle coming for the next movie wasn't a good thing, but who knows? We'll see what direction the directors take or the screenwriters take. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this movie review. It was a little short one, but I enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep safe. Bye.